hearing people asking, what was the motive? Was it planned? Is there a motive? Were they fighting over men? Hopefully there's no kids out here. I'm going to say it. Were they fighting over Hebrew national sausage? Fighting over Oscar Mayer wiener? Fighting over ballpark? Chorizo? What was the fight over? Dollars? Was it over wigs, weaves, somebody shorting someone? So this is, again, me being nosy, me looking. Somewhere, I don't know where, but someone has said that Deja said or felt that Miss Robinson was behind something happening to Deja's brother. Something had happened to him. I don't know if he got hurt or he had passed, but they're saying that Deja blamed Miss Robinson, allegedly. And that sounds really weird because I doubt that happened. And if so, why would Miss Robinson, if she felt that if she did something to Deja, why would you go on a trip with somebody that you did dirty or something? I don't pick those vibes up from this young lady. Don't know what is the motive. I'm pretty sure detectives, FBI will find out what was the motive. I did say, how many years these people are gonna get? What are they gonna get? We just saw where the man from Survivor, the producer, got 7 to 10 years in Mexican jail. Was supposed to get 12 years, only did 7. In America, I don't know how North Carolina is. You know how different state is have different time sentencing. I'm estimating these chicks, Miss Winter and Deja, I'm saying at least 25 years. Okay, at least 25. The dude with the camera, Khalil, I don't know. You know, he might get probation. And in a way, I mean, what can you give somebody jail time because they filmed something and they didn't try to get 911? They didn't try to help break up a fight? Not really. But if they did use this young lady's credit card to take money to buy a trip back home, yes, they can get them on that. If these young women come back up, or the other woman who's saying that, hey, allegedly that Khalil had attacked or molested 3 women, not just this other girl, Rihanna, they could probably bring those charges on him. What I would say to these girls, and I don't know what the other one, Alicia, what was she doing all this fighting and attack, but Miss Winter, Miss Deja, you guys gonna have to get ready. But like Bishop Jakes used to say, get ready, get ready, get ready. Get ready for your mouth guard and your knee pads when y'all go to prison. Big Bubba, Lil Bubba, Miss Bertha, Big Bertha, and her friends, they're gonna be waiting on you girls. Ken and Brad, the warden, they're gonna be ready for you girls, okay? This is where y'all gonna get to do your life skills. This is where y'all gonna get to practice or see how you fare like you did with Miss Robinson. Let's see how you do your WWE, Mike Tyson fighting skills with Big Bertha and her friends, and Ken and Brad and Jerome and Tyrone. Okay, those wardens, those jailers over there. We all know, if you don't know, we, humanity, civilized human beings, people with sense, people with a God, people with a heart, we know that, yeah, someone ticked me off, someone did me dirty, but we don't act on our emotion to go and get someone, beat someone up, pull a gun on someone, whack somebody, delete someone. Because one thing, if you have a heart, if you have any kind of relationship, or you remember Sunday school or going to catechism, we all want to go to heaven, right? So we're going to try to stay and walk that straight line. We do not want to be off the straight line or off the path, because we don't want to go to jail. I mean, at least smart, civilized people don't. You know, you don't. And then there's some people that just get caught up in something, and then we find a lot of people are innocent. But I'm just saying, we don't want to go to jail. We like our life. You know, we like going to Burlington, Macy's. We like going on trips. Like going to get our hair done. We like, you know, some people, hey, on Fridays, you go eat Italian food. You might go to a Mexican restaurant. You might go do Chinese. You might have a barbecue with your family and friends and you're swimming or whatever. You might have a particular TV show you want to watch. You don't get to do all that when you go to jail, you go to prison. We definitely, you know, not going to be able to get our Calgon baths. We're definitely not going to be able to get our little nails done or do the Home Shopping Network with QVC. So that's why the most of us, the bulk of us, 95 or I would say 75% of us, we do the right thing and we act like we're human beings, civilized people. We do not go around acting or behaving like rabid beasts, hyenas in the wild forest or the jungle. We don't act like, you know, rats on steroids. I don't know, when I think about my mom's generation or her mom's generation, I know those women, if they didn't like someone or they had a bad experience with someone, people would say, hey, so-and-so, or Miss Bobby or Miss JoJo, you know, I heard that you having a party. You invited me to the party or to your daughter's wedding. You know, is Maybelline gonna be there, or is the I don't know, Babineau family gonna be there? When people find out that certain families or certain people's not gonna be somewhere, they don't go. These days, these new generation millennials, they go running towards it. People wouldn't speak a person's mouth in their name in their mouth. Okay, we would try to avoid. Big mama, little mom, whatever, they wouldn't socialize. They go the other way. If I went to the store and I saw, I don't know, Maybelline, I'm going to turn the other way. So if this girl, Deja, Alicia Winter, y'all had beef with Miss Robinson, why in the heck would you go on the trip? Why in the heck would you have this chick pay for everything? Why did y'all do that? Why did Khalil ask this girl for $5,000 up front? And for me, I think that would have had my little antennas up, my little radar. I don't think I would have went on that trip because I'm thinking, they looking for me to pay for stuff? That to me was a bad sign right there. So, you know, that's my comment. That's how I feel about it. And again, you know, with friends like that, hey, we don't need enemies, right? Actually, I just saw where someone was saying that Deja is in hiding. They don't know where she's at. I know someone had posted, or people were supposed to be posting to Blue Rhino. I think she works at Blue Rhino. I don't even know what Blue Rhino is, but they were posting to, hey, let's, you know, contact Blue Rhino. And then somebody said, oh, she's in hiding. We don't know where she's at. All these people then changed their phone numbers because someone had posted the sign-in sheet showing all their names and their phone numbers and addresses, and then they called, and I think some people, reporters, went, and a lot of them not there at their homes, or the numbers don't work. But yeah, Miss Deja is in hiding. I don't know. I mean, you're not gonna be in hiding long, because now the feds done got this story. The laws needs to catch up to this new technology where everybody is videotaping, everybody is filming. They're so busy filming so they can download it to YouTube, Facebook, and Twitter, or to TMZ to get $10,000, or to Inside Edition. They forget to call 911. They forget to jump in and try to help. I'd like to see these girls, I shouldn't call them that, but I'm gonna be like that other lady on YouTube that be calling people hyenas, and I'll be like, why is this woman calling these people hyenas? But she right, they rabid, foul, hoodwink, hood rats, hyenas. Hyenas on steroids. I want to see these type of people have that same energy. I'm fixing to give some examples. When they see a tiger or a pit bull attacking a child, have that same kind of energy. I want to see them have that same kind of energy when their boyfriend or husband or whoever steal their stimulus check or want to fight for their RSI check. I want to see them have that same energy When, I don't know, Jason, Mike Myers, Freddy Krueger, the creature from the Black Lagoon come. Have that same energy. I want to see them have that same energy when Karen's husband, or when Karen get in your face with some drama. Have that same energy, you guys. You have an energy on diabolical, demonic, evil energy on a woman, a person who says, hey, I don't want to fight. You know, leave me alone. And I'm glad that the father brought up that she doesn't drink, because I kept thinking, why wasn't she fighting back? Why was she so quiet? Why was her voice so low? Because people were saying, well, was she sleeping? Did she fall asleep? Did they wake her up? Did they catch her off guard? You know, what? So we now know that she was not drinking. She was not drunk. They obviously caught her off guard. And if you're expecting little kids to do the right thing, how can you? When you got grown people, I don't know if these people have any kids, but golly, I feel sorry for their children. How are we going to expect kids to do the right thing when you've got people 25 years old that should have better sense that's out here doing this? And you got these little girls out here watching these little hood rats, these little diabolical wenches cutting up, acting like He-Man, acting like WWE wrestlers. And the little girls are out here trying to imitate what they see the grown women doing. And men, this is when a man has the right, he has the authority to get into a woman's fight. I know somebody say, I don't want to get involved. This is when you have the right, and I'm a woman, I'm telling you, because I tell my nephews, this is when you have the right to put your paws on a woman. This is when you have your right to get rough with a woman. Yes, that's right, I said it. If somebody would have jumped in, one of these dudes, it was 3 of these dudes, 2 of them at least. Ain't nobody could pull Yak Deja off of Miss Robinson. That's weird. This case, as I stated, reminds me, not case, this story, this horrible, just tragic story, reminds me of the one, Sarah Maine, the young girl, young lady, 21, in Maryland, and watch my video, where her living husband or boyfriend, father of her 2 young kids, they had let him stay with her parents, and then they kicked him out, and then he came back while she had a male friend over, and he broke in the house, attacked her, Sarah, her mama, Sonny, her brother, Kai, Jovan Watson. He deleted all of them, and then I think took himself out in that mansion. That's what this reminds me of. People who you feed, you help, and they turn around like a snake or a rabid dog and bite you back. That's what this reminds me of. And it also looks like people are going on trips to delete other folks for insurance. So if you're on a trip, you're on a vacation, you better make sure who you on the trip with has got your back, is really your friend. I just keep going back to all this stuff can't be new. This young lady, I don't know if she did not see the warning signs. She did not have a vision or a premonition, or these people hadn't done something to her in the past, or had made a little innuendo comments to her, or maybe she just ignored it. Then the last thing, they said that they took $10,000, charged $10,000 on her credit card to get them back to North Carolina. So these little broke hood rats didn't even have any money. They was looking for this girl to fund the whole trip. Be careful who you hang out with. Don't be scared to tell your son, daughter, whether they're a teenager or a young adult, hey, I don't like this person that you're dealing with. I'm getting bad vibes, or I had a weird dream the night before about this person. Don't be scared to get involved and say something. I go into the, I don't know what it was, dream, premonition, nightmare. I had liking this story, not liking it, similar to something that I've been seeing. And as I told y'all in all my videos, when I'm talking about these type of stories, you have to protect yourself. You have to just always have something with you. I'm not going to go into it. It's YouTube, you've got Google, you can do searches, there's Amazon. So again, like I was saying, we got people who, they'll see things going down, they're not going to help. I just saw a story a few days ago. I think it happened about a month. It's a black lady on a bus in Maryland, gave her seat to a woman with a small kid. Bus. The kids was cussing, cutting up, carrying on. She asked them in a nice way, hey, lower your voice, be quiet, don't use all this language. Next thing she knows, she getting a beat down. It's a gang of them jump her. Getting a beat down. Not only that, threw her off the bus. That's all I could see. And all I could do was just look. I was like, I felt so sad for her. That woman could have cracked her head, her skull, on that concrete. They threw this woman, who was old enough to be their mom, off the back end of the bus on the hard pavement. So they did so far arrest 2 people. But my point is, out of all those people on the bus, nobody stood up for her. Same thing happened 2 weeks ago. I love my CBS New York News. Hispanic woman heard her child on the bus. I don't know if it was a subway. Dude goes up to her. If the bus is crowded, she couldn't move. And he's just pummeling her in the face. When it was all done and over with, she's got 2 black eyes, and I think the dude even hit her little girl. A crowded bus. Not one person stood up. Not one person said anything. People are not going to protect you. They're not going to come. Not like it used to be in the olden days. These days, people don't come to your defense. It doesn't matter if you a woman, a man, young, old, blue, green, black, brown. They don't come to your defense. So you need to protect yourself the best way that you can, or avoid certain situations. The last one that also came to mind, young woman, beautiful little young girl. I think she was really like 19 or 20. I think her name was Brunson. This was in Wisconsin or Minnesota or somewhere. I don't know if she was dating or an older guy, or he had a crush on her, but he was married. She met him in his car, and somebody, eyewitness, saw all this. Saw the man jumping this young girl. He was on top of her. She was struggling with him for help, and I think she even howled out and said, hey, he's already cut me, he's already stabbed me. And the person just watched this guy finish do what he did. No one helped, no one called the cops, no one intervened, nothing. I expect that in a sense from a complete stranger, because in some cases they don't know, they scared, they thinking, I might get whacked. I don't expect this from people who call themselves friends. Okay, so the final thing, yes, I have a final thing, you guys. My niece was telling me about a trip one of her little friends went on. Yes, I'm going to bring this up. It doesn't really so much have that much to do with what happened with Miss Robinson. But the point of the matter for this is that the young lady went to Italy, been saving up to go to Italy. We all know how expensive it is to go to places like Italy, France, even India, Africa. So she says her friend and some other girls, they were harassed the whole time, the whole week. Call out of their names, call fat, call ugly, call black, call racist names. And I'm thinking, are you kidding me? Why? I take that back. I have heard of people on these travel shows, mainly a lot of the black female travel shows, where they mention places not to go. And I think Italy might have been one of them. I don't know if they could have avoided it, if they could have got the cop involved. I don't know if she videotaped it, but again, be careful when you're out here traveling on trips to foreign places, because again, the laws is not going to be like the laws here in the United States. What was my dream that I had, you guys? I'm fixing to get to it right now. And I really feel it has a lot to do with all this stuff that's going on. So this happened 2 weeks ago. Maybe it was around Halloween. I don't know. It was based on some people, looked like they were, I don't know, looked like they were in Africa. I don't know. They were dressed in cultural clothes. And there was something in the bushes. It wasn't bushes. It looked like a soccer field. That's what it looked like, because it was a group of people on this end and this thing. It probably was a snake or something. It was just rushing, crawling. It looked like it was chasing after a rabbit or something. So the little village women, some little 3 or 4 black women, the hair was cut real short, real close to the scalp. They got they hoes, they rakes and stuff. And there was a man out there trying to get it. And I don't know what it was, but all I know, when the lady ran up to the man, real, and she was like, I got the hoe, I got the rake to kill it. The man took the thing or whatever it was. It looked, like I said, to me it looked like a snake. And you know I hate snakes. And I'll give you another thing about what. Man takes it and he opens the woman's shirt, like to stick it in her shirt. Yes, you guys, yes. And she says, I don't even remember. No, it's not me, you guys. I don't know the name she said, but she said, why are you doing this? She said, I fed you. I've clothed you. I've given you a place to stay. Why are you doing this? And he never could say. He just had this mean, evil look, and it just pretty much ended like that. This is what is going on here. This is a fight against good and evil, good people, bad people, men and women, and it's not really, it's just a fight. It's a warfare. And if you do not stay prayed up, I really feel this, going back to this young lady, Shanquella, her mom is a sanctified Christian woman. They thought they can pass these lies, but the Holy Ghost said, no, you're not going to do it. Okay. So again, I need y'all to leave me those comments. We need to keep this family, all these families, all these people that went to Mexico and didn't come back, and other people that's out here traveling. Keep them lifted up in prayers. Again, you guys, I want to thank you for listening to me, listening to my video, watching my video at Maria Loves to Talk. Leave me those comments. Stay healthy, happy,